Hey, hello there, and a very good evening. Well, it's 8 o'clock. It's Tuesday, and that, of course, means the Planet Cruise TV show. Now, this show's been running over 10 years now, and 10 years ago, I actually went on my first cruise, and it was with Royal Caribbean. It was for my 40th birthday, first cruise ever, and I was a bit, oh, shall I go on a cruise? But I want to do something different for my 40th. I booked with Royal Caribbean, and I never, ever looked back. I've now been on, they hooked me in, and I've now been on 27 cruises. I've been very lucky. And tonight's show is all with Royal Caribbean, and we've got the most amazing offers. But guess who's back from another holiday?
What do you mean another?
You have more holidays than me. I'm sorry.
No chance. No.
I think you have this
You're
year.
just behind Judith Chalmers at the moment. You are always away. Always away. No, I've just had a cheeky week with the girls in Mallorca.
Listen, great to have you back. You did say to me, though, you'd much prefer to have been on a cruise.
Yeah. We did a nice 4-star hotel in Mallorca, which was lovely, and it was nice. But, you know, like, the entertainment was passable. There's a swimming pool and a pool table. But when you look at the cruise ship, especially what we're talking about tonight, it just doesn't even compare, to be quite honest.
And all Royal Caribbean tonight. We've even got their brand new ship, haven't we?
Yes, got the new one launching in sort of April, May next year, which is going to be a bit special, taking people around the world, and it is going to be a good show. Yeah,
and we've got a very special guest, Michaela from Royal Caribbean, that's going to be joining us. Right, just quickly, our table's looking extra nice. We've got some brand new brochures, haven't we?
Brochures. Yes, I think I'm in this one, I think. But we have our two brochures. We've got the Planet and an Asia one, which are two new brochures there. So if you want to do those, get in contact with the team, and obviously they can get them sent over to you very, very nicely. But as I said, there are two new brochures.
And that's brochures at planetcruise.co.uk.
That's right, so they just go onto the site there and they can order those, not a problem.
There's a goodie bag that we're going to be giving away, I gather.
I think it's the first 5 deals here tonight we'll get there. So we've got books, we've got dressing gowns, which might not make it back to the office, luggage labels and bottle things and all sorts of stuff, so we'll be giving that away.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. You've got 100 shout-outs, haven't you?
No, I haven't. No.
So how have you got?
We did a little function up in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago to the Terracotta Warriors. Big shout-out to Kevin and Eve. They were up at the Liverpool show. And also Jeanette Davis and Cheerful Pat. Cheerful Pat, you know you are. I said I'd give you a shout-out as well. They came to saw us. They actually watched the show. They love it. And they said, keep doing exactly what we're doing. So I don't know what we're doing right, but they like it. So it's all good.
Yeah. Well, you might not be one of our regulars. You might be brand new and thinking, why should I book with Planet Cruise? Well, many reasons tonight, but here's just a few of them. Now, first of all, tonight, that goodie bag, so that's all the dressing gown, all the Royal Caribbean extras there, that's for the first 5 bookings on any deal tonight. We've also got exclusive $50 onboard spend, that's on selected sailings coming up. We've got our amazing team. And they're all of our cruise experts. They're there, and they are available 7 days a week, by the way. We won't be beaten on price. If you think you found a better deal elsewhere, let us know about it, but we will not be beaten on price. We're also APTA and ATOL bonded. That means your money's safe with us, of course. And also, there's nothing better, I think, than being able to book a cruise but pay for it in instalments, and we can actually sort out direct debit instalments for you as well. So there's just a few reasons why to book with Planet Cruise. But the sofa scene looks a lot nicer.
Bit of glam, finally.
Michaela, lovely to have you with us tonight. From Royal Caribbean, of course.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much. I'm so excited to be here and to be able to talk about Royal Caribbean for an hour. So, yeah,
well,
so excited.
I mentioned just a few minutes ago, my very first cruise was with Royal Caribbean. Yep. I was a bit sort of like unsure. I thought, oh, you know, well, I like cruising.
Yeah.
But the experience was so incredible. I've never looked back. And as I've cruised with you several times, and it's always been outstanding. And you've got some exclusive offers tonight, haven't you?
Yes, we do. So we've got some brilliant offers with brilliant sailings and itineraries, and we also are giving an additional $50 on board spend on a few of those itineraries as well, to exclusive.
And we've got your brand new ship as well, haven't we?
That's right, yes. So we are going to be talking about Spectrum of the Seas, which is our newest ship that's launching in April 2019. So yeah, very exciting to be talking about that as well.
And do you know what I'm excited about? some of the cruises have got deluxe drink packages as well. But let's give you a little
do
taste.
like that.
Can't we do like that? But your ships, I mean, Royal Caribbean, you offer so much for everybody, don't you?
That's right. So we take ordinary holiday experiences and we really want to make them extraordinary. So we are the innovators in the cruising industry. We brought skydiving, dodgems and a robotic bartender all to a cruise ship. I mean, imagine adding that to everything else you're getting with cruising, all the destinations you're going to visit. We like to look at it as being more of a holiday than just a cruise.
It really, and I always say that you could never ever be bored with Royal Caribbean, could you?
No, exactly.
Never.
And the thing is there's so much going on board. As I said to you, it doesn't matter what age you are. I've got a young daughter, so that's great for her to go into kids' clubs. Even for the adults, they've got everything going on. And as I said, it's just something going on the whole time.
I'm going to say, I've been with, just with all adults, and we've still had a great time. It's for everybody, isn't it?
That's it. And I mean, we always talk about everything we have on board, but not in saying that, you can do absolutely nothing and just lie down and have a relaxing time as well.
Well, the thing is, a few years ago, the ship was just a place to get to the next destination.
Yes.
Now the ship is the destination unto itself, and that's what you've got to remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we should get on board, don't you? So we're going to start off with our first cruise, and it's, I've got to say, I think the price on this is incredible, because this one includes so I'm there straight away. This does include the deluxe drinks package, doesn't it?
Yeah. So this one is including our deluxe drinks package, which includes all of our premium brands we would have, not just that, but our soft drinks, bottled water, freshly squeezed juices, premium teas and coffees, as well as those cocktails.
Because how much is a drinks package if you don't have it included?
The drinks package would normally cost $65 per person per day, so that would be around $455 for a week's cruise, so you're getting that included with this offer.
So the value on this one is phenomenal. But let's have a little look at the Explorer of the Seas. And so we're looking at, say, beautiful ships. How many passengers approximately on the Explorer?
So Explorer would hold around 3,200 passengers at double occupancy. So it would tend to be one of our mid-sized ships. It sits within our class of Voyager class.
And we're looking at, you've got all the facilities, the ice skating rink.
Absolutely. So we do have ice skating rink. You can ice skate throughout the day or go and see the professional ice shows in the evening. We have our spa on board. Main dining room, of course, where food on board is just, absolutely. Not only that, but we also have speciality restaurants, and a speciality restaurant you would pay an additional cover charge to get to dine and get that experience in addition.
And we just saw a bit of Johnny Rockets there.
Yes, we do have Johnny Rockets across the fleet. It is an all-American diner. Everybody does.
And just looking, at the... Oh, there you
go.
Was that Ken?
Not with her, it's not. In trouble with the wife. That's another trip gone.
But this shows the entertainment.
The entertainment is fantastic. So we do have the theatre. We have a full-size theatre where we'd have the Broadway-style shows on Explorer of the Seas, and, of course, the evening entertainment with the professional ice shows.
And I was going to say, the ice shows are... They are spectacular.
They don't hold back, and you would think being on a cruise ship they may limit what they're doing, but they go full out, don't they?
They
Absolutely
do.
brilliant.
And the good thing about this, I mean, we're also saying here you've got the £1 deposits on here as well, so you've got literally a year to save up for this. You pay £1 a day to get it reserved, and then you can pay this off. And again, it's money's money to everybody, but what you're thinking of getting that experience and trying a Royal Caribbean ship and getting your drinks included, it's so good.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Anyway, we better talk about the destination.
Where are we going?
Because we should get off the ship, shouldn't we? Yeah.
Should do at some point, yeah. So what's nice about this, we're going to sail from Southampton. We always say you can obviously take whatever you want luggage-wise, and of course you can also do the holiday in Winchester the night before, £95 per person. That includes your one-night stay, bed and breakfast transfers, and it makes it just a nice start. From there, we're going to have a chill-out day, which is nice, just to relax and obviously take in the facilities on board the ship, try that drinks package. And then from there, we're going to Hamburg. So here you can go down into the Reeperbahn, you can wander around the Gothic-style cathedrals, you've got the walkways there, the promenades. It's a beautiful city of Hamburg, and again, that time of year, going to be a little bit colder to wrap up. It's quite a nice time of year to go in. Then we head down to see the windmills, maybe try one of the walking tours into Rotterdam. Rottenburg?
That's a new place.
That's a new place we're going to. That's into Rotterdam in the Netherlands. You can see I've not been on for a couple of weeks. But again, here, plenty of stuff to do, and I say just wander around. You can go and see the windmills, as I said. Go and take a walking tour if you wanted to, but really nice area to go into. From there, we've got a trip into Amsterdam. From there, moving just along the coastline there. And again, you've got the canal area there. You've got the Anne Frank Museum. Pop down to the Red Light District. Have a walk around Madame Tussauds as well. Plenty of stuff to see there in Amsterdam. And then what's nice to finish this is you've got an overnight in Le Havre. So again, if you wanted to go into Paris for the day, you can do that on day 1, and that's quite a long trip in. That's a full day, and maybe day 2 go into Honfleur or Rouen, one of the other.
And I like the fact that you are there overnight, because sometimes if you just say day, it is a bit of a rush, isn't it?
Yeah, and what's quite nice as well, you don't have to rush back, and again, you might just want to wander off in the evening, have your dinner on board, then go off for a few drinks in Le Havre and do what you need to do. But it's a nice way to finish, and then from there back into Southampton, of course, for your disembarkation.
Right, let's just remind you of what's included in this one. So it is a Planet Cruise TV exclusive, so $50 onboard spend per stateroom. So you can use that for towards maybe a spa treatment, trip, a bit of shopping. The deluxe drinks package, we will be focusing on this in more detail, because it's really good. No, it's really good. And then also a deposit starting from just £1 per person. So you'll need to...
just note that's per person.
Yeah, so £2 if there's 2 of you.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I could just stretch that. And as Glenn rightly said, we've got a great relationship with the Holiday Inn in Winchester. So from only £95 per person, that will include breakfast, parking for the week, and port transfers. So... And I know I joke about the drinks, but this is one of the best drinks packages you are ever going to see. It is a deluxe one, so that means big selection of beers, wine by the glass, non-alcoholic cocktails, fountain soda, and 20% off bottles of wine as well. So, so that's drinks up to the value of $12, is that right?
That's right. We also do have the alcoholic cocktails included in that drinks package that we're giving away, as well as bottled water and your premium teas and
coffees. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, if you pay that fee, really, you can wander off in the porch. You don't really have to do much when you're there, go and stroll around. Pay that fee, you've got your drinks included. It's great value, and it's a really good opportunity to trial Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
A good chance to be an introduction.
Great. So that's a little taste of what's included, we should say. And again, if you'd like to book tonight, give us a call. I know Glenn's not going to be there. Are you working tomorrow, Glenn?
I'm going to pop in tomorrow.
He's going to pop in tomorrow. But we have got, obviously, all the cruise experts ready to take your calls.
Guys, we'll be there till 10 o'clock tonight and 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. They're back.
So 10 o'clock tonight and 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. But we are expecting very busy lines tonight. But this is where it gets really exciting, because this is on board the Spectrum of the Seas. This is your new ship, isn't it?
This is, yes.
She's not even out yet, is she?
She's not out yet. She's not out. We don't know everything that's going to be on, so we're still getting information as to what else is to come with this ship.
So honestly, we're going to tell you a bit more about this amazing ship. But before we set sail, we fly over to, of course, Dubai, and we're there for 2 nights in a 4-star hotel, aren't we?
So this one we've based on London flights, but I'll be honest with you, we can probably do Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow, Newcastle, with Emirates flying in there. That should be fine. Shouldn't be much of a difference in price there. And we've given you 2 nights in Dubai here. I would personally say for probably another 50, 60 quid per person, we could include a 3rd night or a 4th night, make it a bit longer. It's a great place to go and see. And again, you've got the tallest building in the world. You can go and do one of the desert safaris, go and see Atlantis, the Palm. Plenty of stuff to do there. Plus, you've got the culture of the Grand Mosque, and it's where old meets new. And Dubai is a fantastic place to go and see.
Good. I've only ever been to the airport, and that was amazing.
There's more things to do than the airport.
It's a really good airport, though.
Well, I would say we've included 2 days, maybe extend it to 3 and 4 if you can.
But it gets even more exciting, because this is the brand new ship, the Spectrum Seas. This is just a little taster, so it's a little preview, isn't it?
It is. So we launched our Quantum class, our 5-star class of ship, in October 2014, and this was the game changing for cruise. We were just discussing this earlier about the Quantum class ship. So what we're doing with Spectrum is this is going to be a Quantum Ultra, so we are taking it that next step from the Quantum class, from our 5-star. Just a few features, as you've seen there. We have what we call the Sky Pad on board, which is the yellow circle on the top.
I've done that.
Done it on one of our other ships, Independence. That's right. And it is a virtual reality game on a trampoline, but on a bungee harness as well.
It was nothing like that.
It wasn't as sophisticated as that picture.
That was crazy. That's crazy.
So it's just bringing a different concept to what we have. We have a new speciality restaurant called Sheen Red, which is an authentic Asian cuisine and experience you will get in there.
I would love that.
It's going to be launched on Spectrum. We don't have it across the fleet.
And the main dining room.
Yeah, look at that. Yes,
it looks like something from a film, doesn't it? It looks like futuristic, doesn't it? But this is what it's going to be. This ship's going to be around for many years, and as I said, this is going to be cutting edge.
I've got tingles, seriously.
We also have Splash Away Cafe, and this will be located just next to the pool area. So something we're doing is we're giving more restaurants to be around the pool area to make it easy.
So nice if fans bite to it and you don't want to...
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're bringing, with Spectrum. So it will be, I mean, we're getting excited at every bit of information we're getting. It will be an incredible ship, taking it again to that next level.
Wow. I'm trying to convince friends to go on board cruises, and they're always going, no, we don't want to go on them. And I keep showing them stuff like this, and they go, well, that's not on a... No, that's included. You can go on there and do it all, and it is second to none. I've been on about 4 or 5, been very lucky to be on a lot of the launches, and they do take it to the next level.
And even when you think, how is that possible? What are you going to do? We always do it, and it's just, it's an incredible brand. It really is.
Wow. And bearing in mind this is a brand new ship, look at the price, because normally a new ship you pay an absolute premium. Yeah,
that would be a 7 days sort of med cruise. That would be on one of the new ships, and look at what we're paying for here.
And we're away, 20 nights in total, and the cruise 40 nights. So, I'm seriously. I do need to book something. I feel my diary's empty. I feel lost. So we've obviously had our 2 nights in Dubai. We're on board this beautiful brand new ship.
Yeah, and you're also going to get a night on board the ship as well. So when you do so, you've got 3 nights. As I said, you can extend it if you wanted to. But then from there, we're going to move over to Muscat. Okay, becoming very, very popular in Oman now. And again, as you sail in there, you've got the beautiful fjords. They call it the Muscat fjords as you sail in. You've got the Grand Mosque. You can maybe even go dolphin watching. They do that there as well. But again, as I said, you've got the mosques, you've got the culture, which is a little bit different to what you've just had for 2 or 3 days in Dubai. Then we have a couple of days at sea. Now, a couple of days at sea to experience the ship, really take it all in, because as I said, you've got on board, probably gone to Dubai, done Muscat, 2 days just to chill out, and then we head over to India, which is a wonderful destination to go to. Again, if you've not been there before, it is an eye-opener. Again, it's somewhere to behold, but again, places to visit there. You've got the gateway to India, you've got the Taj Mahal Palace, which you can see. Again, you've got areas to walk around, the colonial buildings which are beautiful, and the walkway there as well, something to behold. But again, you've got the culture, and try some of the cuisine there as well, because the Indian cuisine there is very, very special. Then a relaxing day. You'll probably need to chill out before heading down to the south, down into Cochin, and again you've got Fort Kochi, you've got the walkways there, but again famous for its restaurants, a little bit more tropical, a little bit different to what you've got there in Mumbai as well, and maybe you can even try and maybe ride one of the elephants if you get a chance to. From there we have 4 days at sea to relax and take it easy, but remember we said before, the ship now is a floating destination,
so you've got massive choice,
so you're certainly not going to be bored on there for 4 days, which is going to be amazing. Then we head over to Penang. Again, I've been to Penang in Malaysia a couple of times. It's a wonderful destination to go and see. The views from Penang Hill are special. You can go to the Temple of the 10,000 Buddhas. You can chill out on one of the beaches. Whatever gets you going over there, you're more than welcome to do that. But I would recommend going into the main town. Some of the markets there, again, another sight to behold. And then from there, one of my favourite destinations, we finish off in Singapore. Now, Singapore, as you disembark, we've given you a couple of days in Singapore. Again, if you want to extend that for probably £70–80 per person, we can add an extra night. We've given you 2 days included on this. You've got Raffles, you've got the Marina Bay Sands, which is the new hotel there, which is there, and that looks like it's got the ship docked on the top of it, but that's the infinity pool. The one thing I would go and see now is the Gardens by the Bay. We've included tickets to go and see this, and this is like something out of Avatar, and you'll see with the video we have here, people can't believe this place. It's pretty new, it's only been out a few years. Look at it, it's spectacular, and again, it is something very different.
Yeah, I'm desperate to see
and whether you go during the day or whether you go in the evening, you go inside. If some of you have been to things like the Eden Project, it's similar to that, but on a different scale. And again, you get a chance to go into the Cloud Forest walkway there, and then you can do that walkway all the way around, and it is amazing. And at night time, of course, the whole place comes to life. We've given you entrance tickets included in that price as well. So you've got 2 days in Dubai at the start, 2 days in Singapore, and you're going on the brand new cruise ship.
Wow. I'm just gobsmacked at the price on this, because I've just checked out the balcony as well. Am I right to say it's only £100 more for the balcony?
Yep, £100 extra, yeah.
For the balcony. So anyway, let's show you what's included. I would definitely go for the balcony on this. It's only £100 more tonight. So you were going to be one of the very first to sail on board Royal Caribbean's newest ship. Michaela, does she only launch in April, is that right?
Yeah, so launching in 2019, spring 2019.
Wow,
yeah.
So she's going to be literally a few weeks
old.
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
And the images of the ship, are you going to be releasing more images
we
as
will
we go along?
I mean, we have got some of the features that we do have, we have on our other Quantum class ships, such as the North Star, which is a dual light capsule that is on an arm on the top of the ship, and it takes you right up over the side of the ship as well.
Yeah. But I would book tonight because the price is so good right now. So you're going to get the 2 nights in Dubai, the 2 nights in Singapore, both in 4-star hotels. Gardens by the Bay tour, the tickets included. Now, a free upgrade from ocean view to balcony, so the balcony will only cost you £2,049 per person. I think that's phenomenal for this brand new ship with Royal Caribbean, and all your return flights based on London.
Based on London, but I'm sure, as I said before, if we're using Emirates, we could probably do sort of like Manchester, Birmingham, Newcastle, Glasgow.
For once, you know, I can talk, but for once I've actually lost my voice. Really good, isn't it?
Those new ships are phenomenal.
It is, yeah.
I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Anyway, I've been told to move on. Now, our next deal is with, again, obviously everything's with Royal Caribbean, but this is on board the Explorer of the Seas, and it's a wonderful 40-night Mediterranean from Southampton. So, again, if you're somebody that maybe doesn't like flying, can't fly, or you're going with friends and family that are not keen on flying, no flying and a beautiful itinerary and free drinks as well, and on-board spend. But here's Gemma to tell you more.
The easy thing about going on holiday with Royal Caribbean is finding something exciting to do. The difficult thing is choosing what to do first. Royal Caribbean really do offer the whole family something special, and it doesn't matter what age you are, your holiday is going to be jam-packed full of exciting, special, unforgettable moments. So your days could be spent surfing, ice skating, rock climbing maybe, or perhaps just perfecting your swing on the golf course. And then after that you can head to the H2O Zone water park, where you've got fountains which spray water everywhere. Fun for all the family. Whether it's a nice quiet nightcap you're after or some pre-show cocktails, when cruising with Royal Caribbean you'll be spoilt for choice in terms of where to go. And sometimes you just fancy a nice cold pint, and then you can go down to the English vintage style pub. You've also got a sports bar, you can listen to some live jazz, and then for those more sophisticated moods, you can go and have some bubbles in the very glamorous champagne bar. There's live music you'll want to dance the night away to, there's comedy, there are spectacular ice skating shows which are simply breathtaking. And not only that, you get front row seats to award-winning musicals. On top of that, you can watch brand new movies in 3D. You could even watch a film from the pool on the outdoor screen. So on every Royal Caribbean ship, there is a great variety of specialty restaurants, from the Mexican-themed sabors to the more casual boardwalk doghouse. Not only that, if you're watching your figure, you can always pop down to the Vitality Cafe and get some wraps and smoothies and juices and that sort of thing. Or, if you've got a sweet tooth, definitely head along to Cups and Scoops, where you can get your cupcakes and ice cream. When it comes to the accommodation, you've got so much choice. So this stateroom is a balcony stateroom, but you might want to go for a two-storey one perhaps, with really contemporary decor, or perhaps one with a big wraparound balcony overlooking the ocean, or even a family suite. Now those come with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and your own living room as well. But what all of the staterooms have in common is that they all come with a nice interactive flat screen TV, really good for checking your bill and also for booking your shore excursions and your entertainment.
Thank you to Gemma there. Let's just have a closer look at this wonderful ship. Again, there is just so much on board with Royal Caribbean, isn't there?
Yeah. Do you know, Explorer was actually my first ever cruise with Royal Caribbean.
Really?
What brought me to the brand, and yeah, was this the ship that this offers on.
And
yes.
Again, I mean, I love, you know, we've got the traditional pubs there.
Just on the Royal Promenade, yeah. Possibly my favourite area. Just the atmosphere you have in the evening is just
Can I just say as well, it's going out 21st of September, now we're 19. Now we've said it's all families can go on board, but what's nice, if you haven't got kids, there's probably going to be no kids on board that particular sailing, because obviously it's after the summer holidays.
Schools, yeah.
So if you're with your partner, you think, yeah, we still want to experience Royal Caribbean, but we haven't got the kids with us now. Yeah. It's a great time of year to go, and the price, weather's still going to be good down in that part of the world. And as I said, for 2 weeks, it's just over £100 per person per night. It's really, really good value.
Yeah, with the all-inclusive drinks as well. Brilliant pricing.
Well, that's our bill done, isn't it?
For 2 weeks it is, yeah. And obviously great casinos, really nice staterooms. I know these really well. They're the promenade ones. I've never stayed in one of those actually.
It's you know, it's lovely to have that, to have it looking out onto something. It's lovely to look out in the ocean, to the ocean, of course, but it's just a nice change.
A lot of friends have said they're great, actually. So that
you can see what's going on. You can sit in your room and see what's going on outside.
But there's loads of options, so just give us a call. But we'll talk to it's a wonderful itinerary. Again, no flying on this one, so nice and easy. Your cruise starts straight away. You can take as much luggage as you like. a couple of days at sea, and then over to
into Gibraltar. As I said, just quickly with that one, good to do your holiday in the night before on this one. Parking's normally about 140 quid. For £190 you can have the night before, private transfers and bed and breakfast. So do it on this one if you can. So this one's going over to see the apes. I don't know if we've got a picture of Sean at the top. There he is. Look at that, the matching beard. There he is, the apes at the top of Gibraltar, so you've got that there.
That's me when I've had a bad day, yeah.
So we're going to start off in Gib, go back to 1970 Spain, which is always nice. And then from there, a chill-out day. And then we head down into your typical med cruises down there. We start down in the south of France in Nice. We're going to Villefranche on the tender boats, and then we can go along the Côte d'Azur. You've got plenty of destinations, Cannes, Nice, plenty of places, but Villefranche itself is absolutely stunning, and again you can mingle with the rich and famous. We then head into Civitavecchia, of course into Rome, the gateway to go into Rome, and of course the sites of the Sistine Chapel, the Vatican, the Colosseum. Beautiful, beautiful city. You're not going to do it all in 6 or 7 hours, but again, you might get a taster to go back for a long weekend. We then head into Livorno, always famous for Florence and Pisa, but of course you can go out into the wine areas, you can go down into Lucca, which is fantastic.
Lucca's lovely, yeah.
Plenty of other places to see, but again, a lot of people tend to do into Florence, and then of course the Leaning Tower. Then we go down into Genoa, becoming a very, very popular destination now with the cruise lines, and again, places to see there are over to Portofino, which is stunning, and it should be quiet at that time of year, but still good weather. If not, go into Genoa, you've got the large aquarium there, just go into the back streets, try a little bit of the Italian cuisine. This is what the Italian Mediterranean cruise is for. Then a chill-out day, because you've had 4 busy days. And then we go down into the south of Spain, and from there, from Malaga, you can go into Mijas, you can go along all the way down to Puerto Banús, and again, the weather down there is fantastic in Malaga, generally for most of the time of the year. On the way back, we talk about it a lot. You've got the great sailing of Lisbon under the April 25th bridge, Christ the Redeemer statue. You've got the Bellum Tower as well. So it's a lovely, lovely way to finish the cruise, and then 2 days at sea just to relax and take it easy before, of course, disembarking back into Southampton.
Just looking there, you get to see so many places, don't you? So we have got an exclusive tonight, and that means you get $50 onboard spent per stay. We can use that towards, say, shopping, spa treatments. The deluxe drinks package, we had some questions about that. It's even better than you imagined, so we're going to talk about that in a second. A deposit from just £1 per person tonight.
Per person?
Oh no, so if there's 2 of you, just make sure you've got £2 on your credit and debit card.
If you don't go through on 2 quid, we've got a problem.
That's true. And really great advice from Glenn. Now, this is a 2-week cruise. If you stay in the Holiday Inn in Winchester, it's a beautiful hotel with great service, great food. They will actually, they can charge you just £95 per person, but you're going to get breakfast, parking for 2 weeks. That's a lot.
That's about £130 down at Southampton anyway.
Yeah, so, you know, this is an absolute must, I think. And port transfers as well. Now, the drinks package, so you think I'm obsessed with this. I'm not, it's the deluxe one, so it's even more than we showed, isn't it?
So it's the deluxe beverage package, which includes the premium spirits, so your cocktails on board. We have the wines.
What sort of spirits and what sort of names? Like
so we would have Grey Goose vodka, for example. I mean, really, really premium spirits. I do the alcoholic cocktails. But it's not just about all the alcoholic beverages that we have. We also have the bottled water for the morning after the night before.
And when you get on, and to take off with you, don't look at him. But and to take off with you when obviously you get excursions
of course.
And things.
Premium teas and coffees as well that we include with the deluxe.
Because I like to start the day with that cappuccino.
Bit of everything, yeah.
Can I just ask as well, though, for example, if you're buying a drink and it's over the value, say it's $15, what happens there?
You would then pay the additional $3 from the...
OK, so you're not paying for the whole drink, you're just paying $3 extra. That's good, isn't it?
So, and I am really joking. Please drink responsibly, obviously, but, you know, a lot is included in that. It is worth... Hang on, it's worth $65 a day?
Per person per day.
And that's a 14-night cruise?
That's about 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Great saving.
So, really good. Anyway, we've got... now... So my very first cruise was Royal Caribbean, but then I did a mini one pretty close afterwards, and I had to take my mum, and it was great.
She's still banned, isn't she?
She's
still banned after that.
I love mini cruises. I think they're brilliant.
They are good.
She's watching tonight. So this one's great, isn't
What's really good about the mini cruises is that it gives you a taster, and again, you know, you get a chance to experience it. This one is a 4-night court getaway from Southampton. We were trying to work out dates. 28th of May is going to be around about the half-term time, isn't it? Which is a really good time. The idea of this one is 173,202, and if you have a look at that, it's $419 for the interior, £30 extra if you want to go for an ocean view, and then another about £100 for a balcony. But it's nice. You get a chance to go over to Cork, try Cove as well, which is fantastic, and it's a really good destination.
Really is, and it just gives, as you said, it gives you the chance to experience what Royal Caribbean are about, or experience cruising if you've never cruised before as well.
By the way, that's a little taster that you just saw of the next cruise, by the way, because we're going to be going to Orlando next, but this is a mini one.
I'm not doing that on a fortnight, are you?
Yeah.
That's a long one from Southampton.
My mum said, oh, I didn't know I could go from Cork to Orlando in a few hours. But no, that's coming up next. But that's a great mini one. But yes, our next deal with Royal Caribbean is on board the Harmony of the Seas. And this is a 7-night Orlando stay and then a 7-night cruise around, of course, the Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean. So we fly you to Orlando. We're actually staying here 7 nights.
Well, we've packaged it with 7 days. You can basically do what you want, to be perfectly honest with you. You can add more days on, you can shorten it if you want to. The problem with Orlando, there's nothing to do there, is there?
I tell you what you do need, though, in honesty, you do need car hire.
Yeah, so basically car hire is included in that, so you'll pick that up from the airport, and obviously you can drop it back at the port area, which is great. We've based it on 7 nights, but if you want to extend it or make it shorter, whatever you want to do, but you get a chance to go to the parks, Disney, Universal, all the different water parks. There's loads to do there, and that's before you've even joined the cruise itself.
Right, so that's your first week in Orlando, and that is... I've been to Orlando many times, amazing experience.
We normally put people in sort of international drive, or we've got a variety of hotels, depending on what you want to do.
Now, Glenn, they say you can never get enough of a great thing.
This is going to be TV gold.
Because here's Glenn to say more. Here's again.
Split into 7 distinctive neighbourhoods, Royal Caribbean's largest super ship offers a truly multi-generational cruising experience. In fact, with 16 restaurants, 12 bars, and at a staggering 1,188 foot long, she is the largest cruise ship in the world, with 33 centimetres to spare. Welcome on board Harmony of the Seas. With larger staterooms full of well-thought-out touches, you can recharge your batteries in style, with Royal Caribbean's most spacious and comfortable accommodation yet. Try one of the virtual balcony staterooms with LCD screens streaming real-life footage of stunning ocean and port vistas. Families can share those unforgettable holiday moments together with clever connected staterooms, offering the perfect balance of personal and shared space. Along with Royal Caribbean's signature activities such as the flow rider, the zip line and the rock climbing wall, if you feel brave enough, you can plunge down the ultimate abyss slide, which at 10 stories high is the tallest slide at sea. Big flavours, originality and a vast variety make the restaurant options on Harmony of the Seas so spectacular. Why not grab a slice of cheese and pepperoni pizza from Sorrento's as you head to the next activity, or stop at Azumi for some noodles and sushi. Backed by popular demand, the Italian-inspired rustic favourites of Jamie Oliver and the good old-fashioned malted milkshakes and burgers of the 50s from Johnny Rockets. But for something really special, step into Wonderland where gourmet dishes and magical potions will truly titillate your taste buds. With so much to do for all ages on Harmony of the Seas, you don't have to worry about ever getting bored. Even the smallest of cruisers will enjoy the playgroups in the colourful Royal Babies and Tots nursery. There's adventure art, or the fully equipped Adventure Science Lab for you budding Einsteins. The fitness centre on board Harmony of the Seas is full of the very latest equipment, while the Vitality at Sea Spa offers a beauty salon and amazing spa treatments, including massage, manicures and seaweed body wraps. Are we done now? From the chilled out sounds of the live blues in Jazz on 4 to the Latin beat and daiquiris here in Bolero's Lounge, you never know what kind of live music you might find. There's the comfort and old-fashioned familiarity of boot and bonnet authentic English pub, or the science fiction in the Bionic Bar. Laugh, sing and applaud, Harmony of the Seas entertainment will not leave you disappointed. Broadway hit musicals in the Royal Theatre, comedy nights in the intimate attic, and bring your voice to the karaoke bar.
Can I just say, Glenn, I'm so glad you finally changed the shirt at the end.
What? I'd like I'd just come off a hoedown. What happened? It was because we're at the States.
And you're on that cross trainer.
Well, I'll tell you, that hasn't worked, has it?
But I tell you, the ship looked amazing.
Yes, yeah, Harmony of the Seas launched in 2016, and she is one of our part of our biggest class of ships. So she's currently now the second biggest ship in the world, cruise ship in the world, and my favourite class of ships. I mean, looking at the 7 neighbourhoods that we have on board, we have a Central Park area on that particular class of ship where we have over 12,000 living plants, and just strolling through Central Park, you just don't even feel that you're on a ship. It is incredible.
I've cruised on the Oasis of the Seas.
Yes, so you'll have experienced the Central Park.
Oh, I mean, amazing.
You don't even realise you're on a ship, to be
No, you don't.
No, you
just
don't.
feel like you're in a...
Not at all.
Oh,
and the aqua theatre at the
yes.
back of the ship. Now, on an Oasis class ship, the entertainment rivals entertainment on land, not just on other cruise ships.
So do you still have all the divers and everything?
We do, yeah. So we have the professional divers that go from the top part of the stern that you can see there, and we also have trampoliners that come up. We have dancers on there. We have synchronised swimmers, aerial artists, all in one show.
I can honestly say that was one of the most.
It's something. Where do you ever see that?
It was one of the spectacular shows I've ever seen. Probably the most spectacular.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
It is because it's outside as well.
Yeah, and you get the whole sitting in the Caribbean, warm evening, pitch black, and then the lights flashing everywhere on that particular show. Yeah, no, it is. One of definitely my favourite class of ships.
And also as well on there, you've got the interior
virtual balcony staterooms. That's right. So what we did with the in some of the interior staterooms across the fleet is we have launched a virtual balcony. So what that means is you're paying for the cost of an interior stateroom, but we have a projector onto the wall that is live streaming from what's actually outside the ship.
So you actually know what's going on. There's light.
Yeah, yes. So it's actually as if you've got a balcony, but virtually, of course.
I better not mention a name, but in fact I'm going to say, was it Sharon that said that when she was getting changed in one of the stateroom, she's getting undressed and she thought, oh, I better know somebody can see me, but it was actually a virtual
so
balcony.
Realistic.
She doesn't normally mind that, I'll be honest with you. She's normally the other way, to be quite honest.
But honestly, that rail. Anyway, let's show you some of the great places you're going to be visiting. So first day is at sea, isn't it?
First 2 days at sea, but who cares? You're on that ship. It's phenomenal. And then we go into St Martin. St Martin's a great destination. We go there on a lot of the Caribbean cruises. But here you've got split between the French and the Dutch side. And again, maybe a trip over to one of the beaches, take a catamaran trip there. Very, very good for shopping. Then we go into San Juan down in Puerto Rico. Again, very popular at the moment with the cruise ships. And again, you've got Canada, the old part of the town there. Again, great beaches just to chill out and relax. But as I said, 2 really, really nice destinations. Then a day at sea, and then we go into something you want to speak about.
Right, this is really important, isn't it? So tell us about Coco Cay.
So, Caribbean, it's in our name, so we have a huge variety of ships that we have in the Caribbean. So as we've seen and we've talked about the ships, and we always lead within the innovation within the cruise industry with the ships, but this time we are doing it on land. So we have a private island in the Caribbean, in the Bahamas, called Coco Cay, and we are enhancing Coco Cay to develop it to be your perfect day at Coco Cay.
Shall we have a look at it?
Yes, let's.
Everyone's just saying the guy. I would imagine a day there.
Yeah, it's your perfect day, isn't it? There is something for everybody. As you've seen on that video there, we have the tallest water slide in North America. Now that takes some beating. We have also the largest wave pool in the Caribbean. It's just incredible. We are opening a water park on perfect day, and we're also having something for people that don't want to be as active. The overwater cabanas.
I was going to say, look at this. If you just want to be away from all of that and just have tranquility and paradise.
Yeah, or the best view in the Caribbean
So it's the perfect day for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah. For everybody, yes. And it's so exciting. It's something that nobody else has done. So once again, it is innovating in a different way.
So impressed with tonight's show, aren't you?
Look at it.
And that's coming in with everything else this ship has to offer. This package is just
and then you get back on that ship and then carry it on. So on that one, once you've done that, then you're back into Orlando, and then if you can get on a flight and go home. But I don't really
I would want to.
So just to remind you, so you've got a 7-night Orlando hotel stay with all of your car hire included. Again, we've got an exclusive $50 onboard spend. The deluxe drinks package. Now, again, we worked out the value of that. That is incredible. 7 nights cruising on board the Harmony of the Seas and return flights based on London, of course, as well. And price, we have got amazing prices tonight. We've already had some sellouts, but you can see that we've got dates all the way from May through to...
Just have a look at that November one. Look at the balcony.
as well.
Yeah, but look at the balcony price if you wanted to go to that 150 quid extra if you want to go in November.
Well spotted.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's my job.
Yeah, November the 19th, get that balcony ASAP. Now, we've also got a couple more mini cruises for you. My favourite is this first one. It's a 3-night spring Royal Sampler from Southampton on board the Independent Seas, one of my favourite ships of all time. Departs the 25th of May, and obviously it's a no-fly cruise from Southampton. You get to visit Bruges and a chance to visit Paris from the port of Le Havre. That starts at $435, and we've got another one planned in August, haven't we?
3-night summer Royal Sampler, and this one's going out on the 30th of August. Great, just at the end of the summer holidays. That's $419 per person. The ID on that one is 173212, and that one's going into Bruges and Cherbourg, and again, that one's on Independence of the Seas as well.
Those mini ones always sell really quickly, by the way. They're great. For anyone that, you know, if maybe you and your partner kind of, oh, should we do a cruise? Oh, not sure. Or one of you wants to, the other doesn't. Just book a mini one tonight and see how you go. But I know you'll be hooked. Now, our next, I said the Independence of the Sea is one of my favourite ships of all time. We've got a 6-nighter coming up next. Oh, it's you again, Glenn.
And the family. The family are on this one. The wife's in this one. Brooke's in this one. TV family, mate.
Oh, here we go.
Independence of the Seas, voted the best ship sailing from Southampton, will be even more extraordinary after her amazing multi-million-pound makeover. Kids of all ages will love the ship's stunning features. 2 wild water slides, splashaway bay, water park, an exciting escape room and a trampoline bungee dome. There are loads of fantastic additions here on Independence of the Seas. One of these are the children's water park, Splashaway Bay. Kids won't want to leave the park, which boasts pools, water slides, water cannons, a jungle gym and that infamous drench bucket. As well as this, the incredible Skypad will thrill guests of all ages. This is a complex of 4 trampolines which can either be enjoyed as they are or while wearing a virtual reality headset, which will transport you to unique adventures. Other features you can enjoy while on board are the ice rink at sea and full-size basketball court. You can also take part with one of Royal Caribbean's most popular features, the Flow Rider Surf Simulator. As you sail the waves, you can also surf them too. There's the vertigo you get when you go on the climbing wall, or even enjoy some popcorn with the outdoor cinema. There's so much to do. Also, another great thing is the new edition of Fish and Chips. Don't forget Johnny Rockets, Giovanni's Table and Chops Grill, as they are always dishing out the deliciousness. Also, if you've got a sweet tooth, then check out the Sugar Candy and Ice Cream store. As you can see, my family loved it, and my daughter Brooke was never out of the store. She definitely has got that sweet tooth.
And you did have a great time.
Oh, we did. We had 3 days on it. It was brilliant. Yeah, filming was fantastic. But the thing is my wife was cruise director on the ships before, but she's never been on anything like Royal Caribbean before. And what was so good is she was just blown away by it all. And then, of course, Brooke was in the kids' club, and that was her, and she loved it.
And again, Kelly, it is with Royal Caribbean all about choice. There's something for absolutely everybody, isn't there?
Yes, it is. So Independence was revitalised earlier this year. So she has had some additional features to make it a really family-orientated ship as well, with sailing from Southampton. So a few features that we add, we've of course got the rock climbing mall, a Royal Caribbean favourite across the entire... I haven't been brave enough to do it, I must admit. With that, we of course have the pool area with the outdoor movie screen. Now we added the water slides.
Which
perfect stump.
Yes.
Have you tried them?
I've tried them, yeah.
Very good. Yeah, so that's a feature we added to enhance the ship. Of course, we have the children's water park. Mini water park on board as well, Splashaway Bay. Floor rider, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, been on that.
Yeah, everybody loves the floor rider. So we also launched a few extra restaurants and bars. One of the areas of the ship that we did launch is our sports bar, Playmakers.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was in there. Yeah.
It is such a great atmosphere.
And Giovanni's we've got there as well.
Yes,
the other ones we really liked was, I've got to say this right, Fish and Chips.
Fish and Chips.
Fish and Chips.
Sorry, just
there's
the virtual balcony.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
How good does that look?
Amazing.
Really brilliant.
But you got the new restaurant that you also got the Skypad on there. You put
the
that on as well.
Skypad, yes. So we did mention the Skypad earlier,
Yeah.
and the virtual reality bungee trampoline.
Which is different.
Which is different, yeah, yeah.
So that's just a little taste. She's been completely revitalised. And this is a lovely 6-night cruise. Now, it is during the summer holidays, isn't it?
So again, just saying to families now, we're trying to get people now. People say, oh, we'll leave it late. Do not book late, I am telling you, especially if you want 3 and 4 berth cabins.
Yeah.
They are not going to be available, OK? So this one here, if you want to get it booked, get it done now. And as I said, you're looking at just the £1 deposit. But this, again, is going from Southampton. This is going to head down into Le Havre. We've already spoke about Le Havre. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea. And then we head down the coastline. We're going down into La Coruna. La Coruna is a great destination to go to. Good if you just want to wander off. You've got the walkway there. You've also got Santiago de Compostela if you want to go off there. But again, the weather that time of year should be lovely and warm. And again, a good opportunity to go onto the tip of Spain. Then we go down into Bilbao. Again, very, very popular destination with the cruise lines. Again, a great area. You've got the canals to walk along. You've also got the Guggenheim Museum. You've got the Flower Dog, which is great to have your pictures taken outside. But it's a nice opportunity to see a couple of the ports of call, but of course also to experience the ship. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea, and then you're back into Southampton. And then again, if you've got the kids, they start school in a couple of days later.
Now again, this one has got a lot included, so $50 onboard spend per statement. That's exclusive for us right now. That deluxe drinks package, I know we talked about that quite at length, but it is an amazing package worth $65
per person per day. Yeah.
So that, you know, bearing in mind this is August as well, the price I think you'll be is phenomenal on this. Deposits tonight starting from just £1 per person, and any of the cruises tonight, if they are departing from Southampton, then really worth staying the night before in the Holiday Inn in Winchester. From only £95 per person, that includes breakfast, parking and port transfers as well. But we've saved a biggie for the end of this this incredible show with Royal Caribbean, and I was very lucky last year to cruise around Australia and New Zealand, and it was a life-changing experience. It was incredible. We've got an offer tonight that's going to give you the best of New Zealand, Australia with Royal Caribbean at a price of under £2,200. So first of all, we're flying to Melbourne, aren't we?
Yeah, so again, I was very fortunate enough to be based down in Australia for a couple of years while I cruised. And Melbourne and Sydney, I always say, are like Manchester and London. They are different, but they're great to go and see, and you want to see both. And what's nice about this is taking in both the big cities. Yeah. Now, we've included with 2 nights down here, and again, we've done it on London flights. We can look at flights from Glasgow, Manchester, Birmingham. Might be a small supplement, but we've done it with 2 nights in Melbourne. I would probably say extend it by an extra night and have 3 nights if you can. Loads to see. It's the famous sporting venues there, so you can go and see where they play the Australian Open tennis. Again, you've got the buildings there, a lot of the bars all have like rooftop bars, which are really different to what they have in Sydney. It's just got a different vibe. And again, Flinders Street, the various destinations to go and see. Take a tram ride through Melbourne. I was also there for the Melbourne Cup a couple of years ago, and that goes absolutely crazy. If you can, extend an extra night there in Melbourne, that's my advice. And then from there, we're going to then embark on Radiance of the Seas.
So Radiance, is she kind of mid-sized?
So Radiance of the Seas would be within our smaller sized ships, and she sits within the Radiance class. I was actually just on Radiance sailing 6 weeks ago.
You said,
Where were you?
Yeah, so I was sailing in Alaska on Radiance of the Seas.
You were telling me earlier that more space per passenger, is that right?
So Radiance of the Seas is built, it's a very kind of a super yacht style. We would tend to say she would hold around 2,000 passengers, but you will get a bit more personal space on Radiance of the Seas. We have, the main area we would have is called the Centrum, and it's, as it says, right down up the centre of the ship. And this is where we would have live music, we'd have the entertainment, and we'd have some bars on the different levels. So this goes right through every deck on the ship.
So for any of you that maybe don't want to experience some of the bigger ships, this is only around about 2,000 passengers.
Yes, it is, but it was just so lovely, and it's a completely different experience, but still the Royal Caribbean wow that you get on across the entire fleet.
Well,
yes.
you're going to see some amazing places on this one as well. Now, so the first couple of days, they are at sea, so you get to explore the ship.
So again, I was fortunate enough to do a Circumnavigator New Zealand. Out of all my 10 years cruising, the Circumnavigator in New Zealand was my best ever cruise.
I agree.
Best ever. So you're going to sail over to Milford, Doubtford and Dusky Sound, and again, I can't describe how beautiful this place is. If you've done Alaska, you've done the fjords, this is going into Fiordland National Park, and if the weather's good like it looks there, it is phenomenal. And make sure you're out at about 5 in the morning to start taking pictures. You'll be taking them all day. From there, we head into Dunedin. This was our first port of call, and again, places to visit here. You've got the Cadbury's factory if you want to go and try your chocolates, but the one I would recommend is probably a trip on the Thierry Gorge train, which actually picks up along the quayside, straight onto the train and through this amazing part of the world. I would say, and it's my own personal opinion, take it with a pinch of salt, the South Island is even more stunning than the North Island. Okay, so amazing views. What you will find is the sailorways on that South Island are some of the best in the world. So if you can push it towards the balcony, standing out on some of those pictures of the South Island are beautiful. We then go down into Akaroa. Akaroa, a smaller destination. Akaroa, one of the trips you can do here, you can actually go off there, just around that area there, you can actually swim with wild dolphins. Not in one of these discovery parks, you can actually take the boats out and swim with them. You can also do other things like, again, going over to see the local areas. Again, famous in this part of the world, not just in Akaroa, but as you move along through the south, and the start of the North Island is moving on to the Lord of the Rings. Of course, that's in The Hobbit, that's where that was filmed. And again, in Wellington, we're moving on to next. You've got the chance to do the Lord of the Rings tour. Again, you can experience Wellington if you want to, but again, the Lord of the Rings tour, we took a big 4x4 out onto one of the destinations and the scenery areas they have there, and as I said, they filmed Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit there. And that's pretty amazing to do that. We'll then go down into Picton. Now, this is one after this is the Marlborough estate and area here. Now, if you've ever had Marlborough white wine, which I'm sure you have before.
Yeah,
it's a great wine, and again, maybe take a trip out.
Much?
Yeah. Maybe take a trip out to one of wineries if you want to, but a beautiful sounds area there. And as I said, I can't stress how nice New Zealand is. From there, a couple of days at sea, and then we head back into Sydney. Now, the sailing to Sydney, I would still say, people argue me, it's the greatest sailing anywhere in the world.
No, I agree.
Opera House on the left, and of course under the bridge. Should be able to go under the bridge if we can, because of the size of the ship. Should be able to go under there. And then again, we've given you 2 days in Sydney. I would extend it to 3 or 4. You can go out to Taronga Zoo, Blue Mountains, Bondi, walk the bridge, sail under it, walk across it, do whatever you want to do with it, and of course go and see those little fellas. You might only go to Australia once and New Zealand once in your life. This is a great opportunity for 2,200 quid.
It amazes me how many people go all the way to Australia and then don't visit New Zealand or vice versa.
No.
And while you're there...
Yeah, get it all in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've got to say, I think, again, when you factor in the cost of the flights, the hotel stays, the cruise...
But I would say if you're going to do it, and it is probably a bucket list thing to do, is try and give yourself an extra day in Melbourne and an extra couple of days in Sydney if you can. Definitely.
So let's just remind you of what's included. What a way to finish the show, actually. So, yes, the 2-night hotel stays in Melbourne and in Sydney, but as Glenn rightly said, if you can spend a bit longer, I would definitely do that. Sydney's amazing, as is Melbourne. 10 nights on board. The ship sounds beautiful as well. So Michaela was on board the Radiance of the Seas just a few weeks ago and had an incredible time. Say, less passengers, but more personal space per passenger. And return flights based, of course, on London.
But again, as I said, we can look at regionals on there,
yeah,
Manchester, Birmingham, with Emirates.
What a show! Seriously. Do you know, I felt a bit emotional tonight because it was so nice. I was thinking back to my very first cruise with Royal Caribbean, and I've never ever looked back. So let's just recap everything that we've seen tonight. We started with the Explorer of the Seas. Now, this is a 7-night Hamburg, Amsterdam and Paris trip from Southampton. You've got the deluxe drinks package with this. You've got onboard spend and a deposit starting at just £1 per person. Incredible value there, £829. All of these have got their own ID numbers. This one is 173300. Then Glenn.
And then we moved on to there. We moved on to that nice one, which is going to be on the new ship. 20 nights Far East Explorer from Dubai to Singapore with stays. And again, this one's phenomenal. You'll be sailing on one of the first sailings of their newest ship. You've got 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Dubai and 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Singapore. Again, the ID for this one is 184357. Again, free upgrade from Ocean View to balcony and return flights. We've said London, but again, we should be able to get them from other destinations.
And then back aboard the Explorer of the Seas. Now, have you noticed I get all the ones with the drinks package? So this one is the 40-night Italian Mediterranean from Southampton. Again, amazing value. When you break it down, you've got the onboard spend, you've got the drinks package for 2 weeks, you've got the deposit from just £1 per person, and definitely when it's a 2-week cruise, the money that you're going to save just from staying in the Holiday Inn the night before, it's only £95 per person. That gives you breakfast, parking for 2 weeks, and your port transfers as well. Item number 173268.
Lovely. Okay, then we move on to our next one. This one is a phenomenal one, and I think if you want to take the family away on one of the super ocean cruises, it's amazing. So this is going to be a 7-night Orlando stay. Car hire, remember, is included on that one, and an Eastern Caribbean cruise. The lead date on this one is the 24th of November 2019, and it's 191,142. Including on this one, as I said, we've got the exclusive $50 onboard spend per stateroom. You've got that deluxe drinks package included during the cruise. It's easy for me to say. We've done it 7 nights cruising onboard Harmony of the Seas, and as I said, you've got your returns flights from London. Again, with that 7-night stay we've got in Orlando, you can extend that or shorten it depending on what you want to do.
And one of the highlights there was definitely the day at Coco Cay.
That's right, yes. So I'd newly enhanced,
right now, here we go.
perfect day at Coco Cay, yeah. Take another look.
Again, it's like something, you can't believe that's on a private island in the Bahamas, what's going on.
And it is a perfect day for it, because look, if you just want to chill, look at this.
So yeah, absolutely, we have something, yeah, for everybody.
And the thing is, that people say, well, that ship, can it cope with an island that big? It's designed to have those sort of cruise lines in. That's what it's designed for. It's purposely set up to do that. And I think, people have been to the Caribbean a lot, but to say we've never been there before, and that is something.
And even people that have been and have done Coco Cay, it's a whole new concept now from May 2019. Yeah.
God, and then we were on the Independence, weren't we? Now, this one, and again, normally at this time of the year, 24th of August, summer holidays, prices are very expensive. Not on this one, $969, and again, that does include your drinks package, the $50 on board spend, and deposits from only £1 per person. And that is item number 173211. Then we finished with the biggie, didn't we?
The biggie, yeah, off to Melbourne and New Zealand and Sydney. Again, this one is a 16-nighter, but as I said, if you're going to do it, I would try and extend it. 20th of Feb 2019, we've done it with 2 nights in Melbourne and 2 nights in Sydney. Extend if you can. 10 nights on board Radiance of the Seas, and again, return flights, we based it on London, but we should be able to do it elsewhere for you. ID 170238, and starting price on that one is £2,199.
And don't forget, we also have the mini cruise as well. This is great for those of you that are still, you want to sort of like dip your toe in the water, so to speak.
Well, maybe not the one. Or if you want to go overboard. Let's do all the infinite.
Thanks, Glenn.
We're all on the same boat.
Very good. So that's the 4-night court getaway from Southampton, and on the 28th of May, prices starting at £419 per person. We had a couple more, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. That's right. And this one, we've got the 3 nights spring sampler, and that's going out on the 25th of May, again, around about the half-term time. $435 per person. This is going out from Southampton, Bruges, Paris, and into Southampton. Got a family of 4 price there at $15.99 per person.
Very good. And then the other one there is that 3-night summer royal sampler there, $419, and that's for the 30th of August. Visiting Bruges and Cherbourg as well. Don't forget, we've got, as ever, you can find any cruise, any time of the year, any destination, with, of course,
and remember, we featured 6 Royal Caribbean cruises, but funny enough, there are a few more out there, aren't there?
There's a lot more than just the 6, yes, absolutely.
But I would recommend Royal Caribbean 100%. Michaela, for anyone that's still thinking about booking Royal Caribbean, what are the main things you said that make your brand so loved and so special?
We like to think of ourselves as a playful and spirited brand. So people work hard all year, and you have that 1 week or that 2 weeks of holiday, and when you come on board of Royal Caribbean, we have all those activities where you can just let your playful side out, and that's what we really see is unique. As we say, the sign behind me, this is how to holiday.
It really is.
Looking at what we've seen tonight, this is how to holiday.
And I always say to anyone that's thinking about booking a cruise, I've recommended you so many times, because for all ages, families, adults, individuals,
we have
everyone,
multi-generational families have on one ship 3 generations, completely different holidays, but all in the same place, visiting the same destinations.
Michaela, we are set out of time. Thank you so much. Glenn, thank you.
Pleasure, as always.
So you'll be taking bookings tomorrow, won't you?
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but we are open right now till 10 o'clock. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
You.
Hiya, thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, and if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.